Let's talk about Dak versus new teams.
New teams. So I went and looked. I was like, is Dak just better against the NFC East because the teams are bad or because he sees them a lot? And I came to the conclusion that it's really because he sees them a lot, I think. So I looked at like the teams that he's accustomed to facing every year, and I also threw Atlanta in there because he has faced Atlanta like 3 times now in the last 4 seasons. So like he's got.
Feels like we always play like the Saints and the Packers too.
Yeah, he's got a familiarity with Atlanta. So I went and looked at a few numbers for this. First was the pressure percentage. What percentage of dropbacks is he facing pressure? This could be because he's getting blitzed, or because he's indecisive and he's holding on to the ball too long, or they're disguising their coverages and he doesn't know how to set the protection, which is the quarterback's job. Another one is his bad throw percentage. What percentage of his throws are off the body of the wide receiver? What are considered a bad throw? It's behind him, it's over his head, yada, yada, yada. Another one was how far does he throw the ball down the field? So if he's conservative against unfamiliar teams, that's not great, right? That's a check down guy. They also use QBR because it's a really good predictor. And here's what I found. Against teams that he knows, so the NFC East plus Atlanta, this year, his QBR was about 6 points higher. He threw the ball on average in the air about a yard further down the field. His bad throw percentage was about 5% better against teams that he's familiar with. And he was pressured about the same. So what that really means is that, considering he has not faced Atlanta since, I'm sorry, he doesn't face San Fran very often. His numbers theoretically should be down quite a bit. And that is a big drop. And if you take Atlanta out of it, out of the team that he never faces, it's even a bigger drop. We're talking about a 10-point drop in QBR. We're talking about an even bigger drop in bad throw percentage and a bigger drop in pressure percentage. So the defenses are disguising themselves to the point where it's either more difficult for him to recognize or he's holding on the ball too long. And he's allowing them to get the pressure because they're able to bring it. They're able to beat their man. You can only block for so long. You can't block that long. I found that kind of be a little interesting that, the teams he doesn't face, and I don't think he's alone. I bet you if I was doing the same thing for Aaron Rodgers or for Tom Brady or for Patrick Mahomes, they have the same thing. They've never faced Dak. They haven't faced Dak in a while. They've got the same issues that they're going to have to deal with.
And it's just so hard. I appreciate all the homework, the numbers, the study. It's so hard to gauge anything based upon the NFC East.
But is it?
What do you mean? Whoa. If Dak shreds, like we were talking yesterday about the running teams, they're good against the running teams, but many of the teams that you name played in the worst division by far in football that we've seen, over the last 2 to 5 years. So it throws it off. It's hard for me to say, well, you're good against running teams when, if you were just in a so-so division, it would mean more to me. If you were an above average division or a good one, I'd be really, really impressed. But it's garbage. It's absolute garbage every single year. It throws things off in my mind because I can't take it as seriously.
I would say this then. It's not as bad. I mean, it is bad. It's not the AFC West, and it's not the NFC West, and it's not the AFC North.
Yep.
But it's no different than the NFC North. We don't look at Rodgers' numbers like that. It's no different than the NFC South. No different than the AFC South.
You're telling me that the NFC East is equal to all of them?
The NFC East record outside of the division winners, the NFC East is 20-31 this year. The NFC North is 17-33. The NFC South is 21-30, so 1 game difference. AFC South is 16-35. it's no different.
Yeah, but I don't have to play a guessing game with Rodgers because, like, every year he's in the NFC title game. Like, I'm trying to figure out.
No, I get that.
Still, like, what the book is on Dak.
I get that.
But yeah.
But,
I mean,
the NFC is not good. It's not. But it shows there's division haves and division have-nots.
I mean, normally the NFC South is, better.
Normally it's better. Yeah. Yeah, the Saints usually have been pretty good.
Yeah.
Atlanta's been good at times. But the NFC North, the Detroit stinks, Chicago
sucks.
stinks, Minnesota,
you never know.
AFC South is a joke.
Yeah.
And we're bad. We're a terrible conference division. Awful. Again, it's like the AFC West and the NFC West, and really the AFC North those are ultra competitive. And the AFC East was better. You had two really good teams this year, and then obviously the Jets bring them down.
Where do you think Dak is upstairs right now before this game? Supreme, ultimate confidence or little seeded doubt after the slump, coming off the slump? Or did the Philly game erase some of that or all of it? Where do you think? Guessing game.
We don't really know him that well,
right?
Personally. I from afar, I don't think he gets up or down. I think he's very Jason Garrett-like.
Okay. That's what McCarthy said yesterday.
What do you think?
I think there has to be a little small seed of doubt. Dak's not dumb. Okay? Like, do I think he believes he's a great quarterback? Yes. I don't think he believes that the Eagle game, solves everything. So what if in the first, 3 series, they have 2 3-and-outs and a pick? I think that seeded doubt creeps in. This was just a month ago, in the last month, when we were saying he definitely has something wrong upstairs in terms of either seeing defenses, doubt, hesitation, and playing, 50% of the Eagles roster. I don't think in his own mind fixes that. And we'll see. Let's see how quick, decisive, fast-paced these throws are. Because you can see a complete difference. That first part of the season, that Tampa Bay game, man, he was dropping back, bam, ball out, deadly accurate, bam, down the field, rope. And then it was drop back, sack, pick, try to scramble up in the pocket with a bad leg. So I think a lot of times you can see the rhythm of Dak and tell whether it's going to be a good day or not.
Easily. You could definitely tell. When he is making decisions quickly, getting rid of the ball, he is on point.
And that's the case for many quarterbacks.
Absolutely. If you get them confused or out of a rhythm, it's difficult. It's difficult for them.